Hey, it's your host Primera Spot 91 coming at you live again for another week of our podcast of the PWL. Catch me with my co-host SauceCityLitee.
Yo, yo, yo.
This week we have some special guests: Boomy Bomber 007 from Scene 9.
Hey guys.
We got Zero Reborn from the Overwatch Outlaws, our EU team,
Yo,
and we got oSiIent from Resilience Remastered.
What? Hello? Endeavor. Thank you. Wrong team.
Soul Killers. It's
Good.
remastered.
All right, I'm throwing them. All right, from Endeavor then,
Why am I doing this?
and we have
We have Soul Killer.
Killer 15 from
15.
Resilience Remastered. All right.
Howdy.
I'm hurt. I'm really hurt right now.
Now,
You
I'm going to kick it off to you, Sauce. Introduce us for this week.
Alright, guys. So, first off, these are the 4 teams that made it to the 4 spots in the PWL. They had quite a rough journey getting into the PWL. A lot of really good teams that they had to face to get to where they're at, and a lot of hard work that they've shown that they put in. First, I'd like to ask Boomy Bomber, tell us a little bit about your team.
Alright, so my team right now consists of me, Brett, or So Supreme, Volts, you know, that one trick Farah, Excel X, Rev, and right now Knight as our off support. So that's basically us.
Is there anything special about your team you want to say?
Basically, shout out to Brett because he's really handsome. I just wanted to get that out of the way so he can't find
That's
me.
perfect.
I'm
That's
just here
perfect.
so I don't get fined, by the way. I just want to make that clear to everyone.
All right, perfect.
Listen, as long as you
Agreed.
brought Skittles, that's 100% fine.
I got you, bro.
Alright, Xerox Reborn now. We know that you're on this new EU team that's coming in. You're really taking the PWL by storm. Tell us a little bit about your team.
first of all, thank you so much. We are very excited and very happy to be here in this league. About my team, we are Overwatch Outlaws. We also called as Double O's. In my team, we have Fangta, which is the best Pharah. Then we have Storm, which I call Jack of all trades because he can play like different characters and all that. And then we have really solid tanks, which we have Good Lad, we have Mind EDX guy, he's really awesome. Then we have Loki Ryan from NA, he's pretty good and he's pretty available at any time. Then we have awesome Tardy, everybody knows about him, he's a
Tardy
one-man
the
team.
God.
I
Tardy
know,
the
right?
God.
He can 1v6 on the point.
Word.
So,
I've heard a lot of stories about the 1v6.
yeah, then I want to give a shout out to my support players. Meepert is really awesome. Lucio and Anna, I like him. And then we have Virus, which I support a lot. He's kind of sensitive guy, but he's a really awesome support, really awesome support guy. I don't want to do any match without him because he's our main guy.
He's the
So,
backbone of the team.
yeah, people think our DPS, our tanks are the main, but I think Varus is the main guy in our team. Then we have SR, the new guy who joined us as tank, which he's gonna do like Reinhardt, Winston, just like myself. And then we have XJ Walker who can play this season in the team, but we might switch him in the roster on the weekend switch whenever we need it. Because we are EU teams, it's really hard to be available at all times. So that's why we
That
have
is
plenty of
true. That is
people.
true.
Yeah.
But as long as you guys make your games, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be very tough opponents for whoever
Yeah.
you guys go
Last
against.
all this time we were having trouble with our ping. We were lagging. Frankta was lagging a lot, but still we were winning. So that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, but there was a lot of lags, and then it was late night. Tony was sleeping, holding his remote controller. Then we had
He has feety pajamas.
yeah, and then we have my next guy who really slapped though. He was waiting on his turn, and when his turn came up, he wasn't even responding because he went to sleep. He came next morning, he's like, dude, I went to sleep. I'm like, oh, that's fine. We got
Oh
you.
man, that must be
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, there's plenty of drama and all that, but that's what makes it fun, you know. We're liking it, we're
Yeah,
loving it. We are really
100%.
thankful for the community from the PWL.
Well, we're really looking forward to you guys getting in here and
Thank you.
showing NA what you guys got. Now for Silent, tell us a little about your team.
Well, I'm here representing Endeavor. I'm the flex. This weekend we didn't have our full roster, full starting roster, because Dizzy was in Japan and Hojin wasn't able to play. So you guys caught me on support, but here's our lineup. We got Dizzy and Shake for our DPS. We got, normally it's going to be me and OSEC on the tanks, and we got Wispy and Hojin for support. And then we got Scorchy, Crude, and that's our sub lineup there. We're going to this weekend though. We did have Gunbro on our sub. We recently took him off. We put in Rip, who I think decided to finally sub for us,
With
and
the gods.
so we're gonna hopefully keep him around just in case we need to put him in. Because
Well, I
he
know
really stepped up and
personally.
showed up. We took an L, alright? We took an L, right?
He's still
We got
tilted
his
from
second
that.
chance. We said, Gumbro, you're out. We're putting in Rip.
Well, Rip
No
is
hate to
definitely a game
Gumbro. I
changer.
mean, it's okay to be a comp star.
Damn.
Hmm.
Gumbro is gonna make a team and he's gonna play in the league
Look,
and he's just gonna
go
play
ahead,
to teabag you,
go
bro.
ahead.
He's gonna play to teabag you, bro.
What I really like about our starting roster, though, is we used to be a team. Like, we used to team together, so we really have that chemistry there. And we're actually going to start scrimming starting tomorrow, all of us, as starters, and hopefully come out even stronger when the season opens up this weekend.
Well, I do know that, as you said, Dizzy came back. Currently, he's back,
Yeah, he came back
right?
from
He
Japan
came back from
Sunday.
Japan. So I can't wait to see what your roster is gonna look like when
Yeah,
you put him in there and he fully gets accustomed to playing with you guys again.
it'll
Now,
be
the
great.
final team is Resilience Remastered, and that's for Soul Killer. So, Soul Killer, tell us a little bit about your team.
Yes, so I'm SauceCityLitee, the main tank player for Resilience Remastered right now, and currently our roster right now, our spicy roster from the top 10 of the leaderboards.
Oh,
We
man.
have we've got Xenomorph Killer on right now on DPS. He's been fantastic. We've been once when we first got him back with the team, he was a little rough. He had just got back from taking a 5-day break, so we've been getting him back in. Next on our roster we have Rezi, our other DPS. Fantastic. He's been great. Then for our off tank we have High on Milo, and everybody knows Milo. Everybody loves him. But contrary to common belief, he is not a one-trick Roadhog. He does play other characters.
Oh, man.
Then
Is
next
that
we
something
have
new that
our.
you're getting him on, or is that something that you've had
No,
when
I
he
mean
joined
he's
the
always
team?
been good, but everybody just knows him
Alright.
as the Roadhog, the Hog God. So he's always been good at other stuff, but
Thought it was something
uh,
like, hey, man, listen, Milo, if you're gonna join this team, you gotta play more than Roadhog.
well, not really. Honestly, we got him. We knew he was on all that. I mean, honestly, you can
Yeah.
with Milo, you can put him on anything, from DPS to Mercy, he can play it. So he's a great flex. And
Yeah,
then
if I catch Milo on Mercy, you're throwing the game. I'm reporting you.
uh,
I will
then
report you.
for our off support, we have our another misconception is we have Sir Commander on the off support. He is not a one-trick soldier, Mega. And he is on our off support, and he was playing Zen, and kid's amazing on Zen. And also for Lucio, we have CMD Soccer Fan, great man, and we have currently for our sub we have iDiverse, and he was doing great. But as far as our team, we got the team pretty much created right after the playoffs. Both E-Girl Slayers and Resilience kind of had bad showings, so me and Milo kind of went over to Resilience because they were rebuilding, and Commander got Xeno and Resi on there, and CMD and Diverse were already with them before, so we just used them, and we had pretty much for the qualifiers, we had kind of a rough start. We played one scrim the week before, and then Xeno kind of went MIA, so we couldn't really play any scrims because we couldn't get in contact with them. So then we just went and played our Friday qualifiers off of one scrim, and we lost first match to Chili Sleeves team, and we got rolled.
Yeah, his team is actually very good. I was 100% surprised at first, but after seeing his team play, like, he does have a solid squad.
Well, it was a perfect storm of, like, for a disaster, because Commander had just gotten back from having 3 hours of sleep, spending 6 hours moving all of his stuff out from college, and driving like another hour to come home. So he was done, and then I hadn't been on all day. I was busy as well, so I was a little washed up, and we were all having a rough time. But then Saturday we played an hour. We scrimmed an hour before against oSiIent's team, oSiIent's team, and then we kind of found that we were doing really well with a triple DPS dive, and we just ran with that in the qualifiers, and it was
definitely on paper, your team looks like you picked up a lot of powerhouses in general. Looks like a very solid squad. Also looking forward to seeing your team fully get accustomed and getting that team chemistry going and seeing how you guys play in the league.
Yeah, I felt like once we played, because we had just played that one match together, and we didn't really know. Like, I mean, I have never played with Xeno before, and like, I played with Milo on E-Girl Slayers, but never with Xeno, and not so much with Resi. I duoed with him a couple times, but we didn't really know how each other played so much. So once we had that one big scrim before we played the qualifiers on Saturday, we kind of all figured out, oh, this is how we all play together, and you know, they could really follow up on my dives as Winston too. So
yeah.
We just rolled after that.
I do know that in order to get into the league, that you guys ended up beating Overbuff Sweats, which is another EU team that was playing in the qualifiers. So I'm wondering if there's a little rivalry building up between Outlaws and Resilience Remastered.
We are more like friends, though. I'm friends with Commander.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to it, though. We're looking forward to it.
So basically, we have the EU slaves and now the NA slaves playing against each other. That's definitely going to be something to
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be
definitely going to be something to look forward to mark down on your calendars.
Number one on the EU leaderboards and number one on the NA leaderboards. The fight.
Yeah.
So who's going to win that matchup? We'll soon find out. Alright, now, C9, tell us a little bit about your road into making it into the PWL, your road through the qualifiers.
Okay, so our road was actually really, really interesting. So it wasn't even looking like we were gonna be able to put a roster out for the qualifiers. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was really a interesting start. So basically, after the playoffs ended for season 1, I was on Resilience, but like Soul said earlier, like Commander kind of did like they're called Resilience Remastered because like he kind of definitely like rechanged the lineup up a lot. So I wasn't on that team anymore, and then I was just a free agent looking around, and someone in Discord happened to tell me to hit up Brett and see what he was doing. So I
The
hit up
God.
Brett. Oh yeah, 15-time champ by the way. I heard he's
15
handsome as
times.
well.
He is
Um,
perfect in all aspects of life.
um, so I hit up Brett, and Brett was like, "Yeah, it's me and Volts right now, and we got Excel Axe, and you if you come along." And I was like, "Man, let's try and make this work." So, so I start talking to Brett, and we start seeing what's going on, and it's getting closer. Like this was like Wednesday I first started talking to him, and then basically we had to like get two more people to fill that off support and that DPS flex role before the tournament. And it was kind of coming down to the wire. We weren't really sure, but we managed to get Black Knight and Rev for the tournament, which was big because they both played really well
Yeah,
in the tournament.
Rev had a huge showing in the tournament, I
Yeah,
think.
I
I
think
didn't
Rev
really get
really
to
put in work.
see Saturday, but Friday,
He,
even though you guys didn't make it, he was going
yeah.
completely insane.
Yeah, he was doing work. So obviously, like you just said, we lost Friday, unfortunately. Um, I felt like we played well Friday, but ultimately we kind of just choked a 2-0 lead on Lijiang, and then we kind of didn't really recover from that on the next map. So that was disappointing, but we kind of just geared back up and we're like, nah, guys, let's just get ready for Saturday. We came ready to play Saturday, and I don't think we actually lost a map Saturday. So we kind of really had the chemistry
Dang. So
going
Brett
on
was the
Saturday.
problem, is what you're saying.
Basically, honestly, like that's kind of it. That was it, really.
Brett was the problem.
That's it.
Alright. Now, Silent, same question for you. I know that, your team had a little thing going into the qualifiers that you ended up, making it out of the first Friday.
Well, first off, it wasn't looking good for us qualifier wise. Like I don't think any of the original starters really expected to make it because it was like, wow, Hojin can't really make it, and Dizzy wasn't going to be able to play in either of them. So it was like, well, let's figure something out. Let's get subs. So we grabbed Scorchy. Sek grabbed Gumbro. That was his pickup. We scrimmed for a little bit. All right, it wasn't going that great. We were switching roles. We were trying to figure something out. I ended up going to Lucio so I could be the main shot caller since we didn't have Hojin in. We started working a little bit better to just have that voice.
Well,
And
Hogan's
then
got the
we
voice
played
of an angel,
qualifiers.
so.
Yeah, we played qualifiers. We lost, and then that team decided to forfeit, and so we got to play again, I guess. And we took care of a little issue that was bugging me for 4 days straight. Uh, Had to get rid of a comp star and bring in a god,
Damn, he's going
aka
in on
Rip
this
the
guy right
Slayer.
now. I'm
Big
just
Yeah,
saying.
he
comprehensive
is.
coming
Tell
out.
me how you
Bro,
really feel.
this dude's career's
So,
over.
bro,
I
I'm
know
telling you
you're
right
gonna do
now,
it.
bro, he's gonna come back and he's gonna be number one. He's gonna be
You
number
don't
one.
want to know how I really feel. I'll put him on blast.
But, you guys did end
But
up taking that, finals, right?
yeah, we took Vengeance out. It was a really good and close game. I thought we were actually gonna lose, but uh, Scorchy and Rip and Shake really clutched up there at the end. Sek was just going ham all the King's Row though.
It was definitely
Sek and our
quite the
DPS ended the
show.
game.
It was quite
Yeah.
the show that we got to see from Primera's, Twitch because of a little
Yeah,
incident that
I
happened.
really liked looking at the VOD and seeing the ceiling. It was pretty cool.
Hey man,
Very,
that's
very
what you got
great.
me around. Well,
Shout out to
That is
them for
true.
coming in and finishing it.
speaking of the finals, what were you guys' favorite matches? Because I know Silence Team actually had probably the most rowdiest final in terms of just being very, very close. All the other ones seemed very, like, decidedly so after the first map, whether the other team kind of gave up or they just kind of admitted that they weren't as strong as they thought.
Well, I'm gonna say that personally, my favorite match watching might have been either Supremacy versus Overbuff Sweats. That was a very intense matchup. Or honestly, Overwatch Outlaws and Mike Hawk, I think it was their team. That was a really good
Yep.
matchup.
Yeah, it was pretty
You
good
want to
match.
tell us a little bit about that, Reborn?
Yeah, sure. When we started with the mic cards, before that match, we had some messages exchanged with the other team, and we were talking like how we're gonna do and how we're gonna play.
Alright, so
And
basically you were like, yo, we're gonna smoke you guys, and
Well,
you're just gonna
bodies,
take it.
bodies, bodies.
Like,
Everyone
nah,
wants
we
to
were
get
not that
bodied.
bad. We were being nice, okay? We were being nice, and then
you
we
hit
were
him with
like,
the hard blue, you're gonna get rolled and smoked, is what you hit him with.
yeah, we were not trying to do that. We were just trying to see like what's gonna happen if the NA team or how they're gonna do against us. They
Yeah.
seem like pretty good teams, tag teams. So when we started, it was but they kind of really surprised us at first. Like they stopped us for like few minutes on the first point and Kings Row and all that. But after that, when we took over and when we went like 3 points, the match was pretty good because they stopped us a lot. They did really good alls. They did pretty good combos, and um, that was pretty good one because my team they came together because of that match, so which was pretty
It was
helpful. On
it
more
was definitely
challenges, I actually told my cast to play their best and actually beat us and stuff like that, so we get like more motivation and excitement and all that, like we're beating really good teams. But oh, they kind of did it too. Like it was a pretty hard match, like till last minute or so. Even they missed their one mercy res at the end. Um, but all in all, it's just because whichever team plays really good, they gonna win. And I would say my team they played really good. Storm really showed up in that match, in the on the third point, and even Frankna he was lagging so much in that match, and he was telling us like he can't hit a thing, but he did pretty good alls, and then Goodlight showed up on the first point. He got like 4 picks, and mm, that was really great to move our team to the other points. And then Varus did pretty good mercy reses, and Meepers was awesome too. As a Lucio, he got really good picks. He was aiming at the low HP enemies, so that's how he was picking up the kills, and they all came together as a team, and then that's how we won, though.
yeah, it was really interesting to see. I know that the Fengta versus Chili Sleeves in the air was really awesome to see.
Oh yeah,
From
that
me
was
personally, and I know that Tarny's was just doing what he usually does, and just going off on the ground.
yeah, Tarny. I don't have to talk much about Tarny because everybody knows about him. But for Fankla, I would say like he's a really great player, and in that match he was having so much of a lag. Like really, he couldn't even hit a thing, but still he was taking out the enemies. So I would give a great shout out to him. Like he's really a main man in our team. Um, I really support all of my members though, because every one of them is like integral part of our team. If somebody's not here, somebody's not playing, I don't feel good. When they all play together, that's when we all gonna win.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one. Soul Killer, what about you? What was your team's favorite match?
Our team's favorite match. I feel like once we went against the Overbuff Sweats was when we really felt like, really felt challenged because they were pulling out everything to try and get against us. I mean, we had they were trying to pull out the diva, the pharmacy, and all that for us. And I know I watched back through the VODs of hearing Mega say, "Go for the Zen, go for the Zen," but I mean, he didn't realize Milo was basically the one that kept Commander alive that entire time. And I mean, Milo was just doing an amazing job in that match, and all the matches really. And Commander was he died a few times, but really he was doing great. And
Yeah.
I know we kind of had we were kind of going through some stuff, trying to get Zeno back because he hadn't really played with the team in a
Yeah,
little while.
100%.
Boomy. Well, I don't know if Boomy was with Resilience when Zeno was there,
I
but
actually was. I got to play with him for
Mhm.
like the very, very end of the Overguard, if anyone remembers that. Shout out
Oh
to
yeah.
Gozy. Lul. No, but I did get to play with Zeno a little bit. And then he kind of
Yeah,
slowly.
and then through the whole PWL first season, he hadn't really been playing. So like in our first scrim, I talked about like Zeno was playing kind of crippled. He was like his grandparents had came home, so they took the chair out of his room, and
I
then
heard about
his sister
that.
was on the computer, so he was sitting at his 70-inch TV, kneeling, and with like 250 ping or something crazy. So he was like just going all around, and then so we got like smoked by like Fortify's team, and there was not really much we could do because Zeno couldn't really even practice that much because he was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So he was having a rough
Personally,
time.
I know, I've went against him a lot, and as a support player, he's definitely one of the harder characters to go against because his trace is probably one of the best right now, if not the best, right up there with Harney's. Definitely would be a great match to see
Oh
between
yeah,
those
yeah.
two. Um,
And
you could go.
all right, I was just gonna say, yeah. We another problem with that Overbuff Sweats game. It seemed I'm not too sure if it was really on. We were both like both of our teams were lagging a decent amount. And there was complaints about that with the Overbuff Sweats and
Yeah.
Supremacy game. And we kind of think it had something to do with Mega because his mic was lagging in the VODs when we watched back through. And also, we had a lot of viewers as well. He was also streaming and hosting the lobby and all that. So, but we were playing with a lot of ping, and we all kind of felt like it was a problem because, like, I would like dive in a fight or something, and we'd all be low, and Divers would like use his Lucio ult, his beat drop, and like two of us would die, and he said, "I swear I hit that like right before," and there was about a second off was what cost us a lot of our support ults, but in return, somehow Zeno said it was actually helping him. So Zeno felt
Oh
like he was doing
wow.
better with lag
I
because
do
they
know.
felt like they couldn't hit him. Like it's like I'm not even taking that much damage, so I can just go in and zoop, zoop.
I do know that there were a lot of
Uh,
lag issues that day, and because I know that Supremacy and I think Overbuff Sweats also they said that there was a ton of lag on both
mm-hmm.
times, whether it was on NA or EU servers. But
Yeah, I felt Winston, like, I felt that's why we kind of did, like, maybe that helped us, because with the comp we were running, because Reinhardt, if you ever play Reinhardt on really high ping, it's really, really bad. Like, that character just doesn't do well with that. And I was watching Ghost, and it seemed like he was kind of having some issues with that, but when he went to Winston, I felt like he performed a lot better, because the lags, it doesn't bother Winston as much for some reason. And I felt like that's what kind of helped out our games dealing
mm,
with the lag. Uh,
playing around with Winston, that makes a lot of sense.
hmm
Boomy, what about you? What was your favorite match that C9 played?
Um, so my favorite match personally that we played was it was our finals against Lionheart. Mostly because I feel that the finals was the game that like kind of I really like looked at the kill feed and was like, yeah, there's like 5 different people in the kill feed. Like the whole team was really just like contributing, and I really like can't put the success on one person for that day because I felt like the entire team was really coming together and just playing some really solid Overwatch. And then I was also personally happy because especially on King's Row, I was really starting to find my hooks more consistently. So I felt like I played pretty solid that series as a whole. So probably the series against Lionheart.
So flowing as a team, especially I mean Lionheart definitely up there in teams. They're
Yeah, they're solid.
Former PWL players playing in the AWL now. Very solid team that they have, and I expect to see them come through the the open bracket gauntlet to even take a playoff spot from
Yeah, for sure.
one of the teams currently in the thing. But that was definitely a very good game between you two. Maybe a future showing of things to come.
Possibly.
Silent, I know that your guys only played on Friday, but would you say Vengeance was your favorite game, seeing as how everybody in chat loved it?
It was definitely our favorite game. It just felt like we actually came together as a team there. We were actually getting really hyped up that game. Even if we were gonna take an L there, I mean, it would have been like, oh man, we would have been upset, but like, still a fun game. Like, it came down to literally the last team fight. It was like, whoever wins this team fight wins the game and moves on to the PWL. That's what went through our heads.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a time on that payload against Vengeance where their diva, I think it's Proto,
right. Look, I seen that in the box.
he lost his mech.
And got back in
Baby Diva got back in his mech without getting killed. He was the only one contesting the point. That was insane.
There was a Mercy flying around. If you watch the VOD, there was a Mercy Scorchy was shooting at. But I don't know what Chick and Wispy were doing, besides probably shooting the Mercy team.
I thought
you
that...
watch Proto's point of view, and he's just jumping around on payload as a Baby Diva. And I'm calling it out, too, because I'm dead in spawn.
He might be the best diva I've ever seen play, because I've never seen a diva go through 6 people like that. Look at him.
All you hear in spawn is, in our comms, is me and Sec. Alright, we're walking out of spawn just screaming, "Get the Baby Diva! Get the Baby Diva!"
I know that if that's me, I'm flipping out. How the hell can we kill this little girl? Oh man! But
props to Proto. He's a really good diva. We scrimmed him literally the day before. But we had Gumbro on our team at that point, and it was okay. But like that, they played the same way. I think if they had more play styles, they'd be a little bit better. But they mainly focus on letting Judge run through your team and wreak havoc, which really works. But what we decided to do was like, Sec, I want you to do exactly what he's doing, but we're gonna do it better.
Alright, so I'll play them at their own game.
Hey,
sometimes the strategy works.
Had to keep this in though. I think we ran an Ana or on King's Row at some points, but I really like this.
Oh man, I can tell you personally as an Ana player that Diva against an Ana is so Ebola to deal with. It's one of my worst feelings is to play Ana against a Diva, especially a good one. It just makes my life so much harder.
Pro, he's really good at Diva. Mad annoying, really good player. Very close game.
Yeah, Proto is definitely. But you guys ended up pulling out. You guys showed that you guys.
Yeah, we were very hyped. Big thanks to Rip coming in clutch there when we asked him to.
Well, great addition to your team, especially. I hope to see that him play a little more, maybe after you guys run Dizzy in a little bit.
This weekend, I think we play Overwatch Outlaws and Discrepancy.
Oh, so one of the teams in here you play. You got any words for them?
We will be looking forward to it.
That's all you say. You got no hate for nobody. Just like we are looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Alright, so in the qualifiers, a lot of crazy matches went down. Was there anything unexpected that you guys were shocked to see happen? Xerox, what about you?
I would say against the Lionheart, our third match on the qualifiers. We were expecting a little bit more from them. Like, they are a really amazing team. And when we
so now it's coming out, right? Now the shit talk is coming out.
Yeah, because we were expecting a little bit more from them. And when we started, they surprised us. From our spawn point, they did really good. But after that, we never seen any player like.
Are you talking about the Gibraltar spawn shop?
Yeah.
That's
honestly, when I seen that, that was a little crazy. I seen them get a bunch of kills. I was like, all right, I was like, they're gonna do some things, and then their Steam seemed to fizzle out after that. I do know that they had a lot of team switching there.
and that really came up. And when our guys seen that, they were like, "Oh, this is real." And then Fangta got hyped, and he took people out. Torny got hyped, and all that. And we were like, "Let's go, boys! This is real."
Maybe that's
And
all you guys needed was that
yeah,
little
that's all we
booster.
needed. Is this little surprise. We don't want boring games. They're gonna make us more bored. It's nighttime. We're gonna go
Yeah,
sleep maybe in the middle of the
yeah,
game.
100%. That was
But it
that.
was fun. We loved that game. But
I
we were
mean,
expecting a little bit more though.
me personally, after seeing you guys versus Chili Leaves team, Mike Hawk, that
Uh,
I was definitely thinking that you guys were gonna have a really good showing versus Lionheart, but I definitely didn't expect that much. I was a little
yeah,
surprised to see Lionheart play like that, but like I
yeah.
said, they did have a lot of player switches because I do know that earlier in the qualifiers they had other players that were really key to their success that they didn't have later on
Also,
during that game.
I want to add one more thing because we were expecting resilience to come up on Friday. So before the qualifiers, we were talking like Commander and myself, and we were like, "Yeah, we're looking forward to each other to see because we are like really good teams and we're gonna play against each other. Let's see what's gonna happen." And I was waiting. I sent him a message before we
Oh
started
man, so
qualifiers. We were like,
Go
"Yo,
get your team ready,
we
bro.
gonna be meeting you like after the 45 minute or so." Then after that,
Xerox was waiting like, yo, you gonna show up or not, bro? We're waiting.
yeah, I did that. After the match, I
Still
was
waiting there
like sending
today.
him messages, dude. I was like, "I'll be waiting on you. Where are you?"
Well,
Then he never
good
texted
thing.
back.
Well,
Yeah,
good thing we got one
dovetail
of them in
of
here now. We got
I
Soul
would have
Killer
liked
in
to
here
see you
now.
there, but just didn't work out like that.
Yeah, I get it. You guys had few issues. He told me
Alright.
about all that. But we will see each
Soul,
other again, so that's cool.
Definitely, definitely.
Soul
Definitely,
Killer.
yeah.
Anything unexpected you seen happen in the qualifiers that you were shocked to
Um,
see?
Supremacy losing. 'Cause like I knew Overbuff Sweats was good, but
I
I never
agree.
really seen them play. But Supremacy, I know they're good. I mean, played against them before with E-Girl Slayers, seen them play their matches and stuff, and they're amazing. And for them to have lost that match, I know that just broke a lot of their hearts because I know they put a lot of time into scrimming and everything for that, and they're they're
Yeah.
number two, or pretty much tied for one for since the PWL started. So, well, heck, even back in the Overguard. So, it was just a shocker that we didn't end up playing them in the qualifiers, or the fact they were even in the qualifiers. They had to forfeit their two playoff matches was
Yeah.
just
That
crazy
was
that now
They're
they're
very
in
one.
the
unfortunate.
AWL.
They're one of
But
the
I mean, like I
teams.
said, go ahead. Yeah.
Uh, for supremacy, the only thing that really holds them back is they're one of the teams that throws. Like they're all good players. Like you can't debate that. But they have so many like internal issues, whether it's like showing up on time or internet issues or
Yeah,
just weird
I know
picks.
Panda has some problems with that. Yeah.
Like
I mean, personally, I know a lot of people on our side thought that going into to Saturday, Supremacy was pretty much a lock. We were thinking whoever's in this thing Saturday, there's only one spot because Supremacy got it, and I know we were shocked as well to see them get kicked out. But like I said, there are a lot of really good teams going into the AWL. A team that beat them, Mike Hawk's Chili Leaves team that put up a really good fight against Overwatch Outlaws. There's going to be some competition out there.
Oh,
hmm
definitely.
my
Yeah.
shocking moment was just since we're on the supremacy thing was their decision to switch Panda from DPS tank to Lucio and let Comet go
Oh
soldier. I think
yeah,
that's when they
that was
threw.
wild.
Hmm.
They
That
they
was
Yeah, I'm pretty
wild.
absolutely
sure
threw,
Panda
in
was
my
playing a good
opinion.
Genji.
Panda
Yeah,
was
like
going off.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Panda was
that's the
going
thing. Like
off.
everybody was
Messed
talking
up.
about his Genji or his Zarya, and to take him off that and throw him on a Lucio, which like I understand. Like I used to play hardcore DPS Lucio. Lucio can definitely help you, but like I just think they
Primera's
threw there.
Primera carried her champ on that DPS, bro.
Yeah, let him know.
Do you guys know
Um,
our throw specialist?
Mhm.
in our team. Did you guys see the match against the Lionheart on second map, like when Tony was throwing and all that?
Yeah.
No. Oh, when he recalled off the
Yeah,
map.
recall.
Oh, I saw that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
just
God,
gonna
that
add
was
this
funny.
up because he's gonna listening to this after
I'm
that. I
telling you,
just
bro.
want
You
him to
Shout out
know.
to
gotta, you
Tardy's
gotta
guy.
add that, man. You gotta, add, you. I'm telling you, you let the
Yeah,
DPS players, it goes to their head. You gotta bring them down to earth.
yeah, but he did really good pulse bombs too. Like he did zoning. Like, he does
Yeah, even
every good
without
pulse bomb.
gravitons, he gets really good pulse on kills.
Yeah, he does. He's really good with that. So, I mean, he's a
Alright,
good player, but he's a throw specialist too in our team.
throw specialist.
Specialist.
Alright, Boomy, what about you? Anything crazy
Alright, so
that
like
happened?
Soul said, the biggest thing that shocked me definitely was Supremacy because I was like, alright, so there's basically 3 spots up for the PWL. Supremacy's got one already. So, and then I was watching that game and I was like, I didn't even care like at a certain point who won because I was like, this is high octane. Like, if you don't like this, you don't like Overwatch, bro. Like, it was fantastic, their series, but I definitely have to question taking Panda off of Deeps, especially when he's playing so well. And I don't know, it was just really shocking to see a team that talented that we played against them last season in PWL, and I've seen them play before that, and like the talent that they have on that roster and the amount of flexibility that each of those guys has, it was shocking to see them lose, to say the least. And I didn't know that much about Overwatch, or Overbuff Sweats rather. Um, but they showed their real, and that was a really big shocker, though, Supremacy getting taken out of the tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely wild up.
I think another fact of it was that if you actually look through a lot of their old VODs and matches and stuff, they're one of the, I guess you could say, the more concise team because they always play with their same six. They almost never use a sub. Like I think that's why they had to
Yeah, they
forfeit
did.
the
They
two
did
That's
matches.
sub.
true.
Ninja
Yeah,
That's
Alex
true.
wasn't
that's
there.
good.
Yeah, so like sometimes that throws people off. Like you
It could.
expect one of your member to play an integral role and he's not there and you got somebody else doing it. They might not do it the same exact way and as it shows that they didn't play up to I think everybody's standards where they thought Supremacy got this in the bag, you know.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
Yeah.
Ninja Alex definitely one of like the higher tier Lucios, proving that like Lucio definitely does take skill because you don't see a lot of Lucios able to skate around like he does and do what he does, annoying, booping and things of that nature.
yeah,
And I think he was their shot caller, so they lost pretty much their shot caller.
Yeah, that could be rough.
That's definitely one of the
mhm.
roughest things for a team, especially when everyone's just calling things out and there's no one to focus. Especially because, like, I know personally playing against Ninja Alex, just always skating above my head when I'm trying to heal somebody, and just hearing his skates just irritates me.
Yeah, but that's just
Uh,
but that's also like a thing that people got to watch out for is that as much as you have a set team of six, like we allow you guys to have three extra subs just in case there's scheduling conflicts or emergencies. Like sometimes I feel like teams don't and never use their subs, and that's like one of the benefits we try to give you guys is to make sure that all your subs should be equal or greater quality of your main starter. They should never be like, oh man, I gotta use my sub today, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Silent, what was
That's
your
why I fixed my roster.
He's still going on about this, bro.
Yo,
He's not like
Silent is in
get the
his feelings,
pitchforks out
I
here,
bro.
gotta feel
man.
the
Get
pot
the
a little
pitchforks
bit.
out here.
Silent is in silent. What was your biggest shocking revelation
That we
besides
kicked
picking up
Gunbro
Rip?
off the squad.
Yeah, right? Like, besides, like, something that doesn't involve gun, bro.
Alright, like,
He's like, now I got nothing to say.
He's like,
He's like, now I got nothing
bro,
to
that's
say.
like we gotta talk about it.
look, I'm just saying, this is the man that feeds Zarya charge, and that's why she high charge.
Did you guys see the leaderboard yet? Just wanna
No, I
add that.
haven't taken a look.
Oh, you guys should check out Rocket Queen though. He's going for 5,000 SR.
I
was
saw
Oh
his
my
win
God.
percentage, bro. Yo,
Oh,
he has
man.
like Sauce. Listen. He has like 15 heroes with like 100% win percentage, and then Farah's like his lowest percentage win percentage with like 85. I checked his stats. I was like, what the hell? Like, what
87
is this kid
something,
doing,
and-
bro?
Yeah, he won today as well. He's like 49-23 something
Oh
yeah, last
my
time.
god.
And he's
getting
going for
close.
5,000 this season, dude. And
I mean, I could have did that if I was actually trying, you know.
Hey, man,
I just
Yeah, of
usually
course.
take, I usually
You're
take comp, you know, just
against me
relax.
now.
Yeah, okay.
I usually
okay.
just relax in comp, you know.
Yeah,
So if I
I
tried
get
to
it.
pull you out of retirement, you just,
I mean, I am still retired, like I said, man. Like, once you play with Supremerans, it's hard to play with anybody else,
You
man.
play with
It's hard to
Supreme,
play
you
that's
with.
haven't played with Disney
That's
yet,
it.
though. Come
That's
on.
it, man.
Hype my man's up. He doesn't even talk.
Bro, there's only
That's Doctor.
one person not allowed to talk, bro. And that's
people-
Supremerans.
People think he doesn't talk, but he does, though. He just sometimes, like, when people give him, like, really hard time or something, then he's like, he gets on and he's like, oh, where you guys at? What's up? This is happening. And then everybody's like, okay, he's on the mic. That means it's real. So, yeah. But
So he
he's
has
great
a
without
voice.
even a mic.
Confirmed. Sancta
Yeah,
has a
confirmed. He
voice.
has a voice. Yup.
Alright, now, so the season's starting this weekend, guys. I know that you're all really hyped up. So what are you guys looking forward to? What's your outlook going into the PWL this season? Silent Story.
Well, first off, I'm looking forward to the opening match. Our first match is actually against Overwatch Outlaws, and I'm very interested to see how it goes. Should be fun. That's all I'm looking for. Another, just these exciting games. That's what I do it for.
So, what do you see the outcome of that match?
No comment.
Nah. I think we're ready to talk. I think we're ready
No
to.
comment.
The whole podcast, you don't
But
shut
no
up about
comment
Gun Bro.
about
Nah,
Gun Bro.
you're not shutting up about
I came
this.
in
You're
here
not shutting up about this.
to stir the pot with my man. That was not it.
Alright.
If I was gonna be on here, I was gonna let him know.
So let's
Let everyone know.
ask Zero Reborn. What about you? What is your outlook going into the PWL this season? Now listen, you have a lot of weight on your shoulders. You got EU on your back. And this is your first season in the PWL. What's your outlook?
For me, honestly, for our team, we're just looking for fun and excitement and less of a farming, because we hate farming other teams. But if it happens that we get bored and all that, I want challenge, from coming. That's why I'm looking for a resilience, and then supremacy. So our Rocket Queen or our number 10 on the leaderboard, Torny, they can, have some fun in the game and all that.
Alright, so now I know that you have a matchup against Endeavor this weekend. I've heard it from a close friend of mine. What do you see the outcome of coming to that match?
Pot, bro? I'm trying to be a nice guy. The only person I wasn't nice to
Trying to be
today
a nice
was
guy,
Gun
except
Bro.
Rose got
Hey, embrace the time.
He deserves
Hey,
it.
listen.
You weren't there.
Listen, I'm just asking him what he thinks gonna happen, bro. That's not. He could say that we're gonna lose, bro. You never know.
No,
So Zero, what do you think's gonna happen in that game? What's the score? What's the scorecard?
We will see. Well, I mean, it's all about the game, You never know. Somebody plays good. Sometimes there's some ping issues. Sometimes there's different stuff. We've been looking forward to it. That's all I can say.
We got some
All I'm
gentlemen up
saying-
here.
All I'm saying is if I'm on a team, I'm saying we 3-0 everybody. They catching 30s, boy. It's like it's a best of 3 though. I don't care. We gonna win the third map anyway if we don't play it.
Because right now, whenever we played, it was just our team. We did 2-0, 2-0, and 2-0 on every match. So we were expecting like 2-1 or something, or 2-2, maybe a draw, maybe a loss or something like that. Because we want more challenge.
Take a map from you.
Damn. All right. So Soul Killer, what about you? What's your team's outlook going into the season?
Well, we're obviously gonna just build off the momentum from them qualifiers.
So basically,
just
what you're saying
don't-
is you'll be an EU team going in. You're gonna be an EU team while you're there. Is what you're saying.
You talk.
Uncontested.
uncontested. So you're going 8-0.
Well,
7-0. You're going 7-0. Is what you're telling us.
well, our first match is against Diversity on Sunday, and I believe that's what Invig, the new Invig, with
Correct.
Primerans and on that.
Correct.
I don't know. If we can get them to put Colossus of Cloud on DPS, then we'll win.
Great.
So now we're getting
Well,
Shades thrown at Colossus. Now we got Shade
Well,
on
I do think that he's currently not on the team, and they're reworking their
are
rosters.
they reworking it some more? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't
So
heard
it's
much
over.
from them.
I'm just gonna say this. I heard
but,
Liza's trying to play Zarya. I heard Liza's been trying to play some Zarya.
Well, would you put him on your team, Silent?
Hell no.
Alright, so you play Diversity, you said. What do you think the scorecard's gonna be this weekend?
Oh, this weekend one match. I think it'll be. It's definitely gonna be close because I know they're putting a lot of work into it. I know they scrimmed the Outlaws a few times, so they're gonna be tough. But hopefully we'll get a.
Do you see a lot of 2-0s in their future, is what you're saying?
Not exactly 2-0s. I mean, we're not perfect. But
but you're taking the W.
We'll definitely give them a run for their money. I think because we're looking nice now. I think as long as we maybe work on some other stuff. If we start getting if our triple DPS dive is not as effective, then I think we'll be pretty solid.
All right. Well, Boomy, now on to you. New season, new team. Give me your outlook.
So basically, in the words of a 15-time champion that I once heard, we're basically just gonna body every team straight to
Everybody!
Everyone's getting bodied, no one's safe, not even Gunbro, he ain't even in the league, but he's not safe.
You get a body! You get a body! You get a body!
I got my secret weapon. We might see Hojin on the Junkrat every now and then.
Yo, that is a sight to see.
He's been wanting to play some Junkrat. We might let him come out here out of spawn.
Well, listen, bro. Hojin can make anything possible, bro. Anything is possible through Hojin.
It's just like Tarnies.
So, do you have any games this weekend, Boomy?
I don't think we do. I'm not. I think
Y'all
our
have
first one's
2
next
Sunday.
weekend. Wait, we have 2 Sunday?
Yes.
My fault.
Discrepancy in cryo.
You don't even know your schedule. Boomy not even gonna show up, bro.
I'm slacking out here, bro.
Boomy was ready. Boomy was ready to go out and drink and just make a mockery, bro. You gotta make a mockery.
It's alright. He's just so confident he doesn't even need to look at the schedule.
Yeah, honestly,
He doesn't need to
look.
I don't want to watch what happens Saturday.
Alright. So, last question for you guys. Once again, new season PWL. A lot of crazy things happen. A lot of good teams are in. Are there any teams that you're looking forward to facing that you want to go in there and beat and show? Listen, we're here and we're ready to smoke ya. Silent, you first.
Overwatch Outlaws.
Overwatch Outlaws. Alright, well, you have your chance.
Show them we're made of something, even if we don't win.
Alright, well,
leave a mark.
0. I mean, a lot of teams are gunning for you. You're the EU gunners right now. You got a lot of NA gunners. You got a lot of NA gunners coming for you. Any team that you want to go out there and prove your worth against.
We got no problem about that. I mean, any team who wanna, just come at us, bro. That's all I want to say.
But what I'm saying is, do you have any team that you want to go out there against and be like, listen, we're the best in this league, whether we're EU or not?
You just said it. No, we're the best in the league. That's what I want to say to every team,
Oh, okay. So there's no team you want to play.
We're gonna beat every single team.
Okay.
So I can't remember my schedule, and he just doesn't care about his schedule.
That seems to be.
I'm not here 3-0 everybody.
Alright, Soul Killer, what about you? Any teams you want to go out there and prove a point against?
Well, first, Commander has to, the old Resilience has to clean up what's left from his old team. You know, Endeavor over there, Silent, oSiIent, all of
Oh.
them.
Hey, don't forget about
So-
me.
I'm looking for a
Well,
final game.
we won't. Oh, that was Commander, Diverse, and CMD. Now, then we have to go out. You know, me and Milo have to show Brett and Volts. You know how a
So
real
there's
team
a lot
plays.
A real team.
There we go.
Okay.
Then,
I'm really trying to come for Brett's neck.
and then we'll have a good old match with our EU buddies here. It'll be a good season.
Basically, you're saying you got a couple stepping stones before you take on the EU team.
I believe so. We're gonna. The EU team's gonna be the challenge. Brett's
So
team
the other
and,
teams ain't gonna
Endeavor.
be a challenge.
Oh no, we're just
Oh,
they're gonna be learn from us. Let's just say.
So they're gonna take notes. What you're saying?
Let's see what happens Saturday.
You're saying that when you walk out there, that they better have their notepads ready. They better have their handy dandy notebook and taking them notes down. All right, Boomy Bomber, you're the last one. Tell us who's the team you want to go against.
Oh, I got you right now. So basically, whatever team Gunbro's on, that's the one we're looking to play. Whatever team someone gets this man on the team, bro, and we're just going. I'm just gonna ask Brett if we could just play every single league match against Gunbro's team, bro, and then have
Well,
Silent be streaming it with us, bro.
He'd be lucky to get picked up if I show people this video.
Nah.
Oh my God.
For us, honestly, the team we'd probably be most excited to play, probably the EU squad, I guess, just because I've never, and Brett and no one else on our team has ever played against really any of those players before. You know, them being in EU, we're not on the same ladder, so.
Well, I mean, I do have a video exposing Tawny, so I mean, he's my boy and all, but I had to do it to him.
Professional thrower.
Look, man, sometimes we try, okay? He gives you the other chance.
Man, he was trying, bro. He was trying, but you know, them sleep dots be too crispy out here. I hit him with the Bill Cosby pill.
Oh shit.
Oh,
But
no.
alright, well, I mean, that's all the time that we have today, and tell everybody where to find you guys on Twitter.
But, sorry, just gonna interrupt a little. I want to say thanks to everyone, you know, every single team we played against and we're gonna play against in the future. Thank you so much. You know, it's a lot of fun. That's why we are here, and we really appreciate, you know, playing against us or playing with us. Or we're looking forward to everyone. You know, it's not just games. It's more than a games. You guys all like friends. We are community, and it's gonna be amazing.
You make a great point there. And on that note, like, not the thing is over, but I do want to say that we are trying to work in an EU league team. So, I mean, not an EU league team, but like an EU league. So, I know that Zero, your team is like #1 over there. If you guys want to spread the word, let them know. Let them know they always.
We want every EU teams to come forward and play in the PWL or the new league they're gonna create for you guys. Just join it. We like the concept of the NA because there's not a lot of EU teams out there. They're getting the new idea of the tournament. So it's gonna be a lot of fun in the future as well. But I do invite everybody to join it. It's a lot of fun, and we will be in there too because we want to play as much matches we can because it's just fun.
Exactly.
It's fun on the other side, but this is like a lot more fun. You play, we smile, we cheer out, we laugh.
There's nothing like going against the best in a 6v6 format. I feel 100%. Like I said, any shout outs you guys want to give? Now's the time. Soul Killer, you want to go up, shout anybody out?
Well, I would definitely like to shout out Brett just for getting me kind of. I was on a not a very good team in the Overguard, and then when he started up the PWL, he kind of they broke up Skirt, and they were looking for a main tank, and they kind of took me in and kind of got me adapted into the whole scene. So shout outs to them, Volts and Milo for pretty much allowing me to be on my first real team. And then
It changes
Then,
worlds when you're up
yeah.
here, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. No, the team I was with, they just we got seeded in the Overguard tournament against Invig, and we got like took out immediately, just
Oh, boy.
clean white.
Oh boy.
And
Supreme.
and then so once I got to see how a real coordinated team worked, I've been hooked on it ever since. So shoutouts to Brett and them, and also of course shoutouts to Commander for letting me play his main tank with him.
Gotcha. Booming, what about you? Any shoutouts you want to give?
First off, shout out to 15-time champ SauceCityLitee for making this
True.
happen this season.
True change.
Then I gotta shout out my boy It's Gunbrow. I still remember the reflection last season. I got a nice highlight clip on when he was playing Farah. I reflected his ult back at him at his mercy. So I'm gonna have to thank him for that, along with Silence Roast. And finally, but not least important, I actually got to shout out Zero, man. This guy is so positive, and that EU team seems so nice and positive, and they're gonna add so much competition to the league this season. Really excited. So definitely shout out to Zero.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Silent, what about you? Any shoutouts you want to give?
I'm gonna give a shout out to our mascot, Commander Hawks. Always trying to hype everyone up. He's on the bit.
Yo, Commander Hawk's the legend, bro.
He's always trying to hype us up, even though some of the guys on our team give him a little shit. And he's always out there for us trying to hype us up.
OSEC.
There it is.
I'm telling you, bro. Commander Hawks deserves respect, bro.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him. He's not even on the bench.
I feel bad for him. He's not even on the bench.
He's on the floor.
He's in the stands, bro. He's just waiting.
But he's always hyping us up.
Awesome. Do you guys want to shout out your Twitters, any Twitches, any YouTubes you guys got? Now's the time.
Can I get a chance to shout out my team, please? That'd be great.
Oh, I thought that you did it already.
Sauce,
My bad.
real
Yo, I thought because he went first. He went first.
Right here.
So I thought that he did it. My bad, bro.
Sorry about that.
Please shout out your team, man.
Because my team is everything to me. We work together hard. I don't want to miss that chance to give a shout out because sometimes we don't get a chance to talk to each other. So I want to start with Fankta. I want to say you are the Rocket Queen. You're the amazing Farah, dude. Thank you for joining us. We have Strom. I say he's a jack of all trades. He's the guy I really depend on because if somebody's missing, he can take on the position. Then we have Torny, you're the best racer I seen, probably the best in the world. And then I have Good Lad, he wants to be a DPS, but I depend on his Zarya or his Roadhog skills.
He wants to be DPS, really, but I say no. I say no.
No. Thank you so much for bearing with me. You are amazing. You are an amazing friend, and you're the guy I really look forward to as well. Then we have Meeper. Usually people don't talk about sport, but dude, I see your support right there. I see your Lucio punching people. Thank you so much for those. And then we have Virus. Thank you so much for your healing and being here, even though it's so hard for you to be in every game. Thank you so much. Then we have Mind EDX. I know you slept in one game, dude, but that doesn't matter. Thank you so much for being here and being our tank. And then we have Chris. He never really got a chance to play in the qualifiers yet, but I want to say thank you so much for being there. And he was always there when we need him, so thank you. Then we have a new SR guy. His insights are awesome. His shoutouts are great. I'm looking forward to his Ryan. Let's see how that do. And then we have a Jaywalker. Thank you so much for being there. You are not part of a roster this time, but you're gonna be maybe in the future, next weekend or so. Just bear with us. We respect you for being our team. We call you a part of our team. Thank you so much, our team, and thank you so much, guys, for giving me a chance to say words to my team.
No problem, bro. Like I'm behind your side. You went first. I thought. So...
No,
I didn't want to skip you, man. I didn't want to skip you. Like I said, but you want to shout out YouTube, Switches, where everybody can find you guys?
It'll be in the description too, so if you don't remember them or whatever, it's all good.
Guys, if you're gonna look for us, just look at the leaderboard. Thank you so much.
No,
man. Stay
Let them
classy
know.
out here.
Let them know.
Stay classy. That's what happens when you're a super team. You get to say things like that.
But you guys are there too, so I mean, I appreciate it. Everybody's there. Just look for them, you know.
I mean, I'm number one. I just don't play like that, you know.
Honestly, he's a little
Yeah, I
bit
know,
above
man.
number one.
You really gonna make me
Some
go on
people
the
just don't
ground?
like comp, you know, not much. They are great,
That's
but they
true.
don't just wanna
That's
play.
me. That's me.
Yeah,
You know, like I
that's
said,
it. Mhm.
I'd be -1. I'd be that far up. Like it would be
No, you
1.
wouldn't.
It'd be top number 1, and then it'd be 0, and then it'd be -1. And I'll be over everybody.
Where's the Primerians on that list, huh?
He's -1. He's right there with me. It's like we tie. You know what I mean?
It's
We can never truly be separated from number 1. Is what we're saying.
15-time champ. Where was your
That's
16th title, Sauce?
Listen, D Pro threw my championship.
Oh, yeah,
That's all I'm
huh?
gonna say.
That's
That's all I'm gonna say.
Excuses.
So you're gonna hate on me?
That's all I'm gonna say, bro. All I'm gonna say is that I deserve to be a 16-time champ. I deserve it. Hey, listen, Silent, you don't deserve it. How about that, boy?
I'm just saying. I wish you still played.
Maybe. You may see me on
Go
the
team,
maybe see
not
me on
my
the scene
team.
soon.
You disrespectful.
But that's all the time we got for today, guys. I want to shout out everybody for coming onto the show. Great podcast that we have today, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
I just
Primera?
have one more shout out. Sorry to interrupt again.
Go ahead, finish it real
I
quick.
just want to say, guys, please support PWL. Just give away, give donations and all that. These guys are doing their best, and they're doing it for you. So please, community, whoever's listening to us, just please support them, give them donation and all, and so we can take it all. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
and in addition to that, he pretty much hit most of the nails on the head. We do a lot for the community here, whether it's this podcast or a weekly summarization of the events that happen. Every Saturday and Sunday now is our new schedule. Is we come to you live with Premier League matches where all these team members are on. On Fridays we either do the AWL, which is more our amateur teams, but I mean, given the competition that now we have, they're not really amateurs. They're going to be quite competitive teams over there. So make sure you give them a look on our streams too. And if we're not hosting that, we're hosting some sort of community event so everybody can just come around, have fun, and blow some stream on a hectic Friday night.
As well, when we're not streaming, Sauce does try to host people. Not Brett.
I
It is
do.
Sauce that
That's
tries to
that's
host
true.
people.
That's true. Let
That's
us
true.
know.
It's never Brett.
I do be trying to host. I do try to grow through community through hosting.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sauce tries
so
to support the community as best he can with these hosts. from
yeah,
the
so
PWL
always
Twitch.
let us know if you're streaming, if you're streaming a scrim or something. Make sure you add us on our Twitter. We'll retweet it. You just hit us up in our Discord. We'll make sure that we'll host you for the time being so we can get people to recognize you guys. Because, again, you guys are the community of our league, and we want to make you guys grow as much as we're growing, too.
You guys
So-
make us.
Make sure that you
That's
guys
true,
stay
that's
out
true.
there. I'm going to keep it pretty short. I don't really have any shout-outs. But happy birthday to my favorite gatita this weekend.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, there we go. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
You know who you are. And that's pretty much all the time we got. I would like to thank my co-host SauceCityLitee for another great stream today. Our guests, oSiIent, Zero Reborn, SauceCityLitee, and Boomy Bomber. Thanks, guys. And this is your host, Primera Spotter 91, signing off. Have a great night.